And if you stay tuned, very shortly, I'm apparently going to be bearing my soul to Richard Wilkins, so keep the telling.
The National Pollen Report, brought to you by Claritine. If you'd like further information, be sure to check the Today Show website for daily updates.
On a current affair, Melbourne's lazy teenagers.
My 17-year-old daughter does not want to work.
The outraged mum blaming taxpayer handouts for turning them into welfare bludgers.
The government is being foolish and it's making our kids lazy.
Plus celebrity hairstyles, the hottest looks and how to do it.
The new hot accessory.
A current affair tonight.
Wouldn't you love to be able to bring your family and friends closer than ever? With video calls on Telstra's NextG network, my husband can talk face-to-face with the kids and help them with their homework even when he's at work. And all this...
Today's entertainment brought to you loud and proud by Sanity.
Well, he was the frontman, 50% of the phenomenally successful Savage Garden, who sold over 20 million albums. These days, he's a fully fledged solo star with a couple of excellent albums under his belt, and now a new DVD, Too Close for Comfort, that documents the life of a man in the spotlight. Darren Hayes joins us from our London bureau. Darren, how you doing, mate?
Doing great.
Tell me about the decision to go out on the road promoting your first album, Spin, in 2002 and take along a camera.
Well, it was a crazy decision, actually, and in retrospect, I think what I thought I was capturing was a PR piece. And I think when we got the footage back years later, my American managers freaked out a bit because it documented a pretty turbulent period in my life.
Doug, you talk about a lot of things there. In fact, there are some quite Seinfeld moments when you talk about the nature of success and fans and tipping waitresses and all sorts of things. I mean, you really hit a few things along the way here, don't you?
I have no problem giving you a tip.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting when a camera follows you around. I don't know how Jessica Simpson or reality stars do this. Well, I guess it ultimately affects their lives in a negative way because I found it quite oppressive. But you do forget that the cameras are rolling. And it's interesting when you look back at the footage, you see yourself in 3D. You really see all these parts of yourself that some of them are okay, some of them are horrible. And in some ways, it's kind of a good education. It's a good way to improve your personality when you see the effect that you can have on other people when you're having a bad day. It's interesting.
When you say sometimes you forget the camera's there, I'm sure there are other times when you're clearly playing up to it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm a clown, I'm an idiot, and I'm desperate for attention, so the novelty was fun for a while, but it really wears off. After a while, the camera becomes like a fly. It's really annoying, and for me at that time, because so many things weren't going the way I wanted them to, I was sort of dying inside a little bit, which I think is made for an interesting film.
Since you were in Australia last, you went and got married on my birthday, in actual fact. And congratulations on that.
Really?
Yeah. How's married life treating you?
June 19th, is that your...
That's my birthday.
Marriage is... Yeah, well, happy birthday for June 19th. Marriage is beautiful. It's almost like there's this safety net that is underneath the relationship, and you kind of know, like any relationship, there'll be struggles and there'll be hard times, but you've both agreed that you won't give up. I got married, I held Richard's hand. There was a large circle of people actually in our sort of ceremony, and I held Richard's hand and I held my mum's hand, and I looked across at my nieces and nephews and all the people that love me, and got to tell them that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with this man. And that's a really powerful thing. It's a really beautiful thing.
You'd always been pretty cryptic about your private life, and I think most people respected that. But how nice is it now to be able to, you know, announce that you got married to Richard and you're happy?
I think, for me, the permanence of being married, I think the fact that I'm finally in a relationship that is the relationship that I want to be in until the day I die, to me, that's a no-brainer. That's a permanent part of my life. Why wouldn't I announce that to the world? But I think it could have been a different story had I still been kind of struggling for acceptance of myself and struggling just for happiness. You know, it's hard for anyone to find a soulmate, you know.
Yeah, tell me about it. Darren, we wish you health, wealth and happiness, mate, and Too Close for Comfort is well worth a look, and we urge everybody to go check it out, and I thank you for your time today.
Pleasure, thank you.
Darren Hayes there. The DVD is called Too Close for Comfort, and it's well worth taking a look at. Okay, time for our CD of the week, and it's the latest from George